Good morning, YouTube. When I hesitate to put a video up, I know I gotta put it up. I uploaded that yesterday, the last one, and had it unlisted, and I watched it like 3 times. I listened to myself talk while I did chores or whatever. Do I really want to say this? Yep, I want to say it. So I made it public. I'm like, there you go. That's my bitch session. This is after not having any experience with pit bulls in my life until, 3 years ago, and then studying the subject a little before I got one. Not even thinking she was one. I knew she was a type. But it turns out she's 100% American pit bull. I'm like, anyway, she looked like a staffy mixed with a boxer, but whatever. She's so inbred. She's so screwed up. But I knew that she was in the vein, obviously. And I thought, well, I think it's about the owner and blah, blah, blah. And I understand the parade drive. I get that. No, I didn't. I didn't get it until I experienced it firsthand. Now that I do, I perfectly understand people that despise them because of what they've seen them do. And I get it. And it's not the dog's fault. Honestly, it's not the dog's fault that we as humans created this breed to do these things instinctually. And then now we got a zillion of them living in shelters that are very typically human loving and all that. I get it. But do I think they should be banned worldwide? I think there's too many laws. I think that if the laws were like, hey, if your dog hurts or kills someone, it should be as if you yourself did it. If these things were out there, people would be less likely to acquire one of these dogs if they feared they could not control it. There'd probably be a lot of poor people in prison for the people that, their dogs murdering people, but it would stop the proliferation of this kind of behavior. I mean, how do you handle it? What do you do? I mean, like I said, I'm sick of new laws. New laws are ridiculous, but if you have an animal that has escaped your control and mauled or killed someone, you are responsible. Sorry, and ignorance is no excuse, especially with the internet. About a month ago, as I laid on the ground, screaming and crying and holding these 2 dogs back from this woman who was skipping towards me with her dog going, la, 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 and my dogs I was terrified out of my mind. I was thinking, if my body fails me and I am unable to hold these dogs, I'm going to witness a mauling and perhaps killing right in front. The little dog definitely would have died. She may have been mauled or killed as well. And I'll tell you what, never again will I take these 2 dogs in public ever again together. Never gonna happen. And then Cookie's got to find another home. I cannot handle 2 of these dogs with their heads together doing the prey thing. I have seen people in town and where I'm from in Glen Burnie in yards, 2, 3 more pit bulls at once. I've been nearly attacked in my own yard by my back door by 2 of them that got away that lived down the street from me. I'd hear them barking all the time. They're chained up. I don't know how they broke their chains. They came to my yard. It was hot. It was summer. They were thirsty. I went to put water down, and as I was doing it, they began to tag team and attack me. I was like, I got scared. Suddenly I kicked the water bowl trying to get back in the house. They had me by the legs. The water splashed up and startled them, which saved my life. Now, tell me I don't have enough experience with these to know, oh, Karen, you're just stupid. Okay, I'm stupid. You think other people aren't too? You think most of the people that own multiple ones of these dogs are not as ignorant as the rest? They are. The people creating these pit bulls and selling them to ignorant people, you are criminals. You are selling deadly weapons to ignorant people who have no idea what's in their hands. You are handing machine guns to children and telling them they're toy guns. That's what you're doing. Yep, I've become one of them, and I own them. I'm one of them now. Now, I'm not going to be like, oh, I should kill every pit bull that ever lived. Nope, I don't feel that way, frankly, but It needs to be straightened out, which it never will in the public arena. Never going to straighten out. It'll be, the breed is so great. And, it's about the owner. No, it's not. Although, yes, you can train them to have a whole lot more patience. You can get a lot of control over them. I understand this. But at the end of the day, people, listen with your ears, listen with your brain. They are bred to run after and kill small things. And when they see something running, I don't care how long you trained that dog and how bulletproof this dog is. Put two of their heads together, and they multiply in strength and will by 1,000 instantly. I've seen it with my two dogs. So, you're such a Karen. Tell me all about it, Internet. Tell me, YouTube. You're such a Karen. How dare you? When I call this precious and sweet babies. Look it up. PITBULLS. Other dogs do it too. I know. But these will switch on you it is no warning. No obvious warning. I mean, Robert Cabral, he's an arrogant dog trainer, but he knows a lot of shit. He said, there's warning signs. People are just ignorant. They don't know what they are. Right. Just like I put in my community post. I was like, oh, that's what that was. Lenny tried to say, that's her cutting odds. And I see it. And then when I got away from her out from under the table, I saw her body stiffen up. And I was like, hey, yo, whoa. No, you're not doing that, Cookie. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I stopped right when her body stiffens. I'm like, nope. And then she's like, oh, she's attacked Georgie 2 times. And it was when she was in heat. So I know that had an extra push on her. But I see the cutting eyes, the movement, and I'm like, ooh, I'm learning. Thank God nobody's been hurt yet or killed because I was dumb enough to bring this potentially deadly animal into my home. Anyway, YouTube, I'm getting ready to walk them both off leash in front of my property. I know it's terrifying. I'm stupid, right? No, there's only 2 people that walk by. One of the ladies texts me before she comes and says, I'll be coming by in a little while. And that way I'm aware and I don't let my dogs out. And one day when Cookie's gone, Georgie and her dog are going to meet and it's going to be fine. They're going to be walking together and shit. But right now, I can't even get into it. The other lady has a Malinois. Holy shit. If my dog and her dog, oh my word. And after listening to, was it Cabral? I don't know, a couple other dog trainers. Malinois are pit bulls that look like shepherds in their head. So there you go. They are not dangerous. All right? That's all there is to it. Peace out, YouTube. Have a fab day, y'all. All right. See you around the corner if you're still with me, unless you think I'm an asshole for thinking that we should be more careful with pit bulls. I don't know, man. Unsub! Just don't unsub me down below 350 because I really like the community posting abilities. It's cool. I like to say something without having to make a clip and go, look at this. Peace out.